Hey guys, it's ProjectMak here again, bringing you another commentary. It's going to be a little bit different from normal. I'll kind of explain as we go along. The gameplay itself you're watching here was actually from a few days ago when we played against BreakOut with our new player, which is Wonder. Just want to give him a welcome to the team. Basically, we're going to be working a bit more closely with Curse and their first-person shooter website, which is FPS General. You guys should check that out because they always have the latest news, and it's really focused on ourselves. So it's good to always check out. You always get obviously the new news in their team when anything goes up. We're going to be working with them to try and put out kind of weekly articles for the site that's going to be based around Call of Duty in general, but kind of looking into specific issues and areas that we want to talk about. For example, this week I'm going to be looking at obviously the announcement of Call of Duty Ghosts, and I'll just kind of mention the new Xbox a little bit. I'll just mention the new Xbox first of all. Obviously, it was announced kind of last week, and I think people were kind of a bit excited about it before it was announced because everyone seemed a bit disappointed with the new PlayStation. So when they announced it, I think there was a kind of huge kind of sigh of disappointment after it because they didn't seem to really focus on the actual gaming aspect of it. More than anything else, they kind of focused on the fact that they want something that's going to be like a central hub for your whole house kind of thing, and it's going to connect your TV and everything all involved in it. And I'm kind of hearing strange rumours as well. That apparently, like if you buy like a DVD or something like that to watch on it, and you're only allowed to watch like it with no more than 4 people in the room and stuff, that the Kinect that's going to be on all the time will recognise that there's more than 4 people in the room and won't play the DVD. Crazy stuff like that, and obviously people are hearing about the Kinect can check like your heart rate and your temperature and all of that and how you're feeling and stuff, and it's a little bit kind of creepy to be honest, and I think it's kind of bordering on invasion into people's privacy, so I'm not really sure how I feel about it at the moment. I'm sure obviously a lot of gamers will buy it anyway, probably myself included, but a lot of us are kind of waiting to see the E3 announcement, which is going to be the kind of, from what I hear, the Xbox announcement was like a 2-part thing. The first part that was announced is all about everything else that it does apart from being a games console, and E3 is going to be purely focused on games. So I'm hoping to really, for Xbox to really show that they've not forgotten about us, and that the reason that Xbox is so popular is because it's a gaming device and not because it's anything else. So I'm kind of looking forward to that. That's all I wanted to mention about the Xbox at the moment. The article that will be underneath this is titled Ghosts of Our Future, obviously with reference to the new Call of Duty game that was announced, Ghosts. When Activision announced the new series, I think probably most of the kind of professional scene, it was a bit of a kind of, everyone had to take a deep breath to see if they're really going to continue in the same vein as Treyarch have with Black Ops, obviously, because they've this year especially have focused really heavily on the esports scene and wanted to grow through COD Champs and put stuff like in-game streaming, Codcaster mode, and everyone's just really hoping that these are some of the features that are brought back for Ghosts, because obviously we seem as if we've moved quite a little bit forward, and we don't really want to be taking any step backs at the moment. The scene is growing. You see people like Nadeshot and Scump that are just skyrocketing, and the kind of Twitter followers and global recognition, and obviously this is all coming from the fact that Call of Duty as a brand is focusing more on professionals than it is anything else. In my opinion, the developers of Black Ops 2 brought the competitive community 3 of the most innovative features that the title Call of Duty has seen in years. These being Codcaster mode, which obviously brings in and has started careers for people like Benson and Tunney and Fwiz and all these people. It gives them a tool that they can actually make their own and kind of show their trade and their skills about how they actually cast. The other thing being the pick 10 system, which is kind of a double-edged sword. I'll go on to that a little bit later, but that's another big feature. And obviously league play. I won't really mention in-game streaming because, to be perfectly honest, the streams that are up at the moment, people aren't using in-game streaming. They're just streaming from the Elgatos or the Avermedias or whatever. But in my opinion, these are the features that future Call of Duty developers should try and aspire to recreate and kind of improve upon. Activision themselves have already kind of acknowledged our scene by bringing back what was COD XP and calling it COD Championships, and from as far as I know, this wasn't a Treyarch decision, it was an Activision decision. and obviously that bodes well because Activision are always involved in Call of Duty, so hopefully that'll be something that returns for Ghosts, and I think it's something that we really need because it puts us really right into the public domain instead of being, you know, in the kind of private professional scene, which is not really where we want to be if we want to grow. I truly hope this is something that stays for the next title, just because, you know, it gives us a showcase to kind of show our skills, and you know, let's not beat about the bush. You know, it's a lot of money as well, and it gives people a hell of an opportunity to make, you know, life-changing amounts of money. So what am I looking for from the new Call of Duty? First of all, as I mentioned, I think the casters have really kind of came into their own, and they've become their own group, this has been the first title that's really done it. So giving them more flexibility and control of how spectators are actually experiencing the game would be a great idea, because they're the showmen, they're the front of house, they're the people that's going to tell people what's happening and explain it, and they're going to be the connection between the professional world and the public world, and they really need to have more tools. For example, if they could upload logos of each team really quickly in game. I'm not sure how practical that would be, but it'd be great if they could do it. Just little touches like that is going to add a new edge to professionalism. I mean, to look at the stream at the COD Championships, incorporated team logos, no problem. They even put them on Xboxes and stuff, and it just, to be honest, just looks a little bit more professional. Onto the kind of pick 10 system. I do love the Black Ops 2 gave us, you know, a hell of a lot more customization in terms of what we could put in perks and attachments and stuff, but to be honest, it led to a big problem, which is uncertainty over what you actually want in your class, and it's meant that even like 8-9 months into the game, people like myself and my team still don't know what they want in their classes, and it's causing, you know, a couple of problems switching between things. Most of the top players will agree that their favourite Call of Duty game is Call of Duty 4, which at its core was truly the most simplest. So I'd like to see that kind of looked at again. And finally, what I want to mention is just the whole league system. I think it was kind of put to us as a good idea about there's going to be this, you know, championship league that everyone aspires to get to, but it's never really appeared. I'm not sure what's happened with it. It truly is one of the kind of best and worst features of the game. It obviously gives professional players a platform that they can, you know, showcase their skills in a public kind of arena online. It's more competitive rule set, but it's still kind of in the public scene, so it's a good kind of link in between the two. But it would be nice from a competitive point of view if we could be rewarded somehow for being in the highest league, and, you know, maybe get a feature on it, or, you know, get some kind of Twitter or YouTube or something like that on this, so that they would know who these people are, and they could come and look for tips and advice. I mean, I'm not sure how practical that would be at this point, but regardless, it would be nice to see. What I would say is that, you know, needless to say, you know, from a personal standpoint, I'm really looking forward to Ghosts, probably more than any other title so far. Just basically because I feel like this past year the scene's really grown in stature and size, and, you know, it's getting to the point where it feels as if we're almost mainstream, and I think that a lot of people are kind of giving Treyarch a lot of thanks for it, and, you know, they certainly deserve it. People like Vonderhaar and Astro and that have done a hell of a lot for the scene. But people have got to remember that in the background it's really been Activision that's been driving this and funding it, so I'm hoping that they're really the ones who want this to happen, because if they are, then it doesn't matter who the developers are going to be. The people with the finance behind it are going to be the ones that push everything forward. So, you know, as I mentioned, you know, this game's brought US teams over and to the UK, and UK teams over to the MLG, and it's just bringing the whole scene into one big scene at the moment, which is where we need to be. So I'm really just excited to see what happens, to be honest. We've been playing for a long time, and each game's been growing a little bit, and it seems like the gap between Modern Warfare 3 and Black Ops was a massive jump forward. So I guess I'm maybe expecting a little bit too much, hoping there's another massive jump forward, but, you know, we can always hope. So this, coupled with the new Xbox, you know, I can only see big things for the scene. We just need to make sure that, you know, we're all kind of sticking with it and keeping our fingers crossed. Anyway, that's all I've really got for this article, guys. If you like it, please, you know, favourite and like it, subscribe to the channel, and there'll be more articles, as I've said, on FPS General, and hope you guys enjoyed. Cheers.